Welcome to the fairy tale world.
Once upon a time, in a magical forest, there was a beautiful fairyland called Moonlight Palace. This fairyland shimmered under the glow of the moon, filled with colorful flowers, flowing waterfalls, and sparkling butterflies. A little fairy lived there whose name was Blossom Fairy. She was the smallest fairy in the land, but also the smartest and kindest. Her wings glowed with all the colors of the rainbow, and with her magical wand she could make withered flowers bloom again, give injured birds the strength to fly, and bring happiness to sad hearts. The queen of the fairyland was known as Queen Radiance. Upon her head she wore a magical crown, the true source of light and magic for the entire fairyland. The crown was set with a precious gem that drew in moonbeams at night and kept the land glowing with light. One day, dark clouds suddenly covered the sky, and a terrifying monster attacked the fairyland. His name was Shadowclaw. He was powerful and cruel, with glowing red eyes and iron-like claws. Roaring loudly, he shouted, "This crown is mine now." With a thunderous crash, he snatched the crown and disappeared. As soon as the crown was taken, the fairyland grew dim. Flowers wilted, waterfalls dried up, butterflies vanished, and the fairies hid in fear. Queen Radiance gathered all the fairies and said sadly, "Is there a brave fairy who can bring back our crown?"
Is there a brave fairy who can bring back our crown?
All the fairies were frightened, but Blossom Fairy stepped forward and said,
"I will bring the crown back."
Everyone looked at her in surprise because she was so small, yet her eyes shone with courage.
"No.
Smiling gently,
Go, my
the
child.
queen
Our
replied.
magic is with you."
Blossom Fairy took her tiny magical wand, spread her colorful wings, and flew toward the dark and dangerous part of the forest where Shadowclaw's cave lay. The forest was frightening. Tree branches twisted like monsters, and strange whistling sounds echoed through the air. Suddenly, she found a small rabbit crying in pain. Its leg was trapped in a thorny bush. Blossom Fairy felt pity, waved her wand, and healed the rabbit. Happily, the rabbit said, "You are so kind."
"You are so kind! I will help you. My name is Skip, and I know this forest very well."
Together they continued their journey. Soon, they came upon a fast-flowing river. Blossom Fairy waved her wand and created a beautiful bridge, and they crossed safely. Then they reached a giant spider web blocking the way. Skip showed them small tunnel-like paths, and they passed through. At last, they arrived at Shadowclaw's cave. Huge rocks lay outside, and terrifying growls echoed from within. Blossom Fairy peeked inside and saw the monster sleeping, with the crown lying beside him. She quietly stepped in, but suddenly one of her wings brushed against the cave wall. The monster woke up and roared. "Who is there?" Blossom Fairy was frightened, but Skip the rabbit suddenly jumped forward and bit the monster's nose. Shadowclaw howled in pain and rubbed his face, dropping the crown to the ground. Blossom Fairy quickly grabbed it and ran. The monster chased after them, shouting, "Come back! That crown is mine!"
Come back! The crown is mine! The crown.
Blossom Fairy waved her wand and created a giant wall of magic that burned like fire. The monster could not cross it. Then she summoned glowing, colorful butterflies that swirled around Shadowclaw's eyes, blinding him. At last, Blossom Fairy and Skip safely returned to the Fairyland. Queen Radiance placed the crown back on her head, and instantly the Fairyland shone once more. Flowers bloomed, waterfalls flowed again, butterflies returned, and all the fairies danced with joy. The queen hugged Blossom Fairy and said,
You have proven that true bravery is not measured by size, but by the heart and kind.
Skip the rabbit was honored as a special citizen of the Fairyland. From that day on, Blossom Fairy became the most loved and admired fairy of Moonlight Palace, and they all lived happily ever after. Crescent moon sparkles.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.